Hello everybody. This is the second video that I've done today. Kind of late, 9:31 at night. I guess that's late for me. Probably not late for many people. Um, Today's May 11th, 2018. It's basically the last day of my second year. or first year, second, no. Anyway, tomorrow will be the start of my third year. I will have completed 2 years of hormones. So 2 years and a day tomorrow. But the number that I need to quote is 6. I'm 6 weeks post-op, and this video is going to be about a little bit of sadness I have, for lack of a better word. I can't think of a better adjective for it, other than just to say I am a little sad that I can't orgasm. I'm a little bit, I don't know if, everybody's different. Duh. Everyone's mileage may vary, etc., etc. But I was curious. I did some searches on YouTube, and most of the videos that came up that were educational and informational in nature, they all were 3-month videos. 3-month post-op, 3-month post-op, which of course would be 12 weeks. And so I'm halfway there. So I guess statistically, probability-wise, I'm in the latter half now. It's, any day now, between now and the next 6 weeks, I should have an orgasm. Okay. Which that's one reason among many why I had GCS. One reason among many was to have an orgasm. But I guess I needed for the blog here, I needed to record the fact that here at 6 weeks, I haven't had an orgasm, and I'm feeling a little sexual frustration. And I have to, just for the blog's sake, say that I'm having sexual frustration. I checked the literature that I got, and it said that the literature I got from my surgery was really kind of cool. It was Your New Vagina was the title of the document that Dr. Gallagher's office gave me. But it talked about, after 2 weeks post-op, some people begin to feel the sensation. And so, yeah, I can say it's kind of, but it's not there. I'm not there yet. And I found myself, it was kind of funny. I found myself just doing some research, about how do cis women, how do women, I guess I should just say, period. How do women orgasm? Obviously my vagina is still healing. My clitoris is still healing. So I have to be aware of, I'm not fully functional yet. You wouldn't expect, I can't think of a good analogy, but it's like a tree or a tree's a good one. A lemon tree or a citrus tree doesn't fruit right away. It has to be so many years, 7 or 10 years before a citrus tree will bear fruit. Fireworks. So I need to be aware of that I'm, number one, I got to give myself time to heal. But like I said, part of me, it feels like I'm failing in some way. And I think everyone to a degree has a concern about surgery, being able to climax after they have surgery. And some of us, was going to make a joke about the female orgasm being non-existent, but I can tell you I've experienced it from the other end. I've provided the services, I will say. But, again, it's one of those things. I found myself being very envious of watching, the 3-month videos, and they're so excited, so perky. They're all young too. God, I hope that doesn't have anything to do with it. But they're like, oh my gosh, I had my first orgasm. It was so, I had a dream, and I had my first wet dream. And I guess I want that too. Um, but it's really kind of interesting. I'm going to put a link in the below the video to the articles that I found, because it took a while to find an informational article on how to, and I think what I had to look under was fingering, for a finger orgasm or a fingering based orgasm, because you can't do the literature that I got on Your New Vagina said not to do penetration till after 8 weeks. So in theory, for 2 weeks I can't penetrate. Not that my door is shut, but I don't have a line of guys at my door to penetrate me. But again, to do what you can do, and you can. You hear that? That's my neighbor doing something. At least they're not arguing; they're singing to each other. Can't complain about that. It's early. So again, I'm going to put a link about. It was written by, I think, 5 or 6 different girls on how they prefer to be stimulated, talking about the clitoris and using your fingers and everything else. And so I'm hoping, now that I'm educated a little more, maybe in a couple days I'll try it and see. Again, things are still sore, and that's another thing that makes me go, hey, slow down. But it does, I can see myself a year ago looking ahead going, oh, cry me a river, you can't orgasm, you're so lucky you have GCS. And everyone at a stage, you're like, the same way I would say to someone who's complaining about having too many orgasms, you're like, oh yeah, cry me a river, you're having too many orgasms. So I'm trying to put this in the right perspective. If all goes to plan, I will continue to heal. And in 6 weeks' time, maybe I will be making a video, a 3-month, I had my first orgasm, oh my gosh, and then I had my first wet dream. And that's another thing that if we can let's get away from the orgasm part. We've kind of talked about everything I'm going to talk about. But I'm curious, number one, about dreaming, I would be curious to know at what point, or if ever, do we change genders in our dreams. I am still, when I have a dream, I don't see myself. I'm experiencing it like a first-person shooter. And I get the impression in the dream that I have not transitioned yet. And so 3 of the videos that I watched at 3 months talked about the wet dream, that they had a dream. Each of the trans women had a dream about a male partner having intercourse with them. And obviously at that point, you're in the body of a woman, in your dream. And so I'd be kind of curious to see, does that happen? And I'd be curious to see. And I've had a couple of nights where I've gone to bed and I've kind of tried to do a little bit of a visualization before I go to, as I'm, slipping into sleep, as you could say. My cycles are going down. I'm going into that, and I'm going to say alpha, beta, gamma. I'm going into sleep, a different state of my brain, resting or whatnot, and trying to say, I'm going to dream I'm a woman in my dream, blah, 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 blah. And I haven't had any results. Now, if my subconscious is as stubborn as I am, it's not going to do that. It's going to do the spiteful thing. So I guess I need to be sitting there going, have a dream about being a man or whatever. But anyway, so, but yeah, I have to say it is starting to wear on me. Like I'm going to cry if I think about it because I'm, there's got to be some practical, and again, cry me a river, right? Cry me a river. I can see it now. Cry me a river, Karen. Keep bitching about having surgery, lucky bitch. Um, you know, there's got to be a positive to this experience other than, I guess there is. I mean, I cut my yard today, cut my grass a little bit, and came in and took a shower. And as I was showering, and I was cleaning my area, I cupped my area, and I'm like, oh, there's no penis. I was like, okay, I guess it was worth it. So I guess I can say that I have felt a bit of vindication, authentication. Yes, I did the right thing. It feels good. And I guess I just need to give myself time to heal. And I've mentioned this before. One of my labia is probably 2 weeks behind the other one, and so this one is nice and curled in like a seashell, and it looks really good. This one's still kind of bent, and it has a little thing which I think was intentional, and I've mentioned this before too, like a little kickstand, and it actually it keeps it open, like my thumb. See where my thumb is? It's actually part of this labia, and it like keeps it propped open, I guess, so it can drain. I mean, that's my hope, is that it does that, and then eventually it'll go inside and you won't see it anymore. It's really kind of weird. It's like a little pee-pee. And that's something else that I'm not too happy about. But again, ooh, more fireworks. Something's going on. You hear it? I don't know. Someone's having an orgasm somewhere, I guess. Orgasm. Oh, what dream? Oh my gosh. All right, my friends. If you'll bear with, thank you for letting me vent a little bit. I needed to. Like I said, it was really on my mind. I just couldn't. And it's funny too. In all the videos, they said something about, with my transition, I thought all my problems would be solved, but life goes on and new problems arise, and you're like, yeah, well, duh. It's true. It's true. All right, my friends. So on that note, the quest for the Big O continues, and I wish you all the best of luck. Okay? And as always, the best of luck in becoming the best version of yourself. And I hope to goodness you can orgasm. Hope I can orgasm too. All right. Enough pity party. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.